What we're showing in this demonstration is some new capabilities that we're adding to the RT range. We have a vehicle which is set up with an RT of 3002 and an RT range, and we're going to be demonstrating new software that we've added, two new features. One we call feature points, and the second one is to add a polygon to a fixed point. In the feature points we have a track laid out here with a number of fixed points which are defined, and those fixed points are defined in a file which the user can specify, and then we can import that into the RT range, and the RT range will in real time calculate which are the nearest points within a defined field of view. The field of view is also configurable, so with the field of view we can define the minimum and maximum distance of the field of view, and also the angles, both the angle of orientation and also the breadth of the field of view. So as we traverse around the track, you'll see the feature points which are appearing within that field of view displayed in the real-time software. And then secondly, we'll be showing, as I mentioned, the polygon associated with a fixed point. And so we'll get into the vehicle now, and I'll show you how we set it all up and how the demonstration
Here is the feature point capability. What you'll see on the screen is that we have 4 windows from RT-config showing with the 4 targets, one in each window. And on the runway here you'll see that we have a number of feature points. We have 8 feature points defined. As we drive along and we approach these feature points, when they appear in the field of view that is defined within the configuration, you will see the windows for the relevant target will show that feature point, and it will show the distance and the ID for that feature point. And then below on this bird's eye view you'll see the same thing with the feature points appearing as we approach them. Baz is going to show you just quickly before we start off how we configure that. So he's just going to load the data from the RT unit. So now here you can see the 4 targets, and we have defined them all as feature points. And this is the file which the feature points are loaded from. And now he's showing you the field of view. So this is configurable, so we can define the maximum distance of the field of view. In other words, the objects will only be shown when they appear within that distance, the minimum distance from the vehicle, the offset angle, which is showing 0, that means directly ahead, and then the angle with the field of view, which is showing 90 degrees, where the measurement point is actually the front of the vehicle. So now, Stefan, if you perhaps zoom out a little bit so you can see steady speed forward. And now you can see that ID number 1 and 2 have appeared, and as we approach them the distance longitude reduces. Now 3 and 4 have appeared. And then when we get closer than 5 meters, the first 2 will disappear. So 1 and 2 are now disappeared, and 3 and 4 will disappear. And now as we drive further along we have more feature points defined. So as we approach the next one, which will be 5, it will appear when it's with 100 meters as it has done. And disappeared. And then we see number 6. And number 7, which is the next one, already within 100 meters. So we're now going to turn around and go back down the runway the other side, and we just have 1 feature point on this side, which is number 8, which will appear very shortly. But the interesting thing is, as we drive down the runway, even though they're quite somewhere away, because other feature points are at times within 100 meters, you will see them appear on the screen. Like number 7 has appeared now, and now it's disappeared outside the field of view, and very shortly you see number 6 has appeared, and now outside the field of view. So even though it's some way away from us, it's still appearing when we get within range. And then finally I'm just going to now pull back round onto the initial track that we were. So as if we have the 4 feature points, the first 4 defined, as if we're coming up to a crossroads or something. So now you can see all 4 have appeared. But as we turn the corner, you'll see them disappear and reappear as they come in and out of the field of view.